Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. Well, today we're going to be kicking off our project from the series of products that I brought from Craft Stash. And today I'm going to kick off with this one. I looked through all of the ones and I have to be honest with you, I had a tough time deciding which one I wanted to use first because I saw ideas in every single one of them and I wanted to do them all. But obviously I couldn't do them all straight away. So I decided, in the end, I picked my top three. And what I did, I picked my top three and I spread them out, closed my eyes and just put my hand on one. And that's the one that it landed on. So that's how I chose, because I just couldn't choose one. So that's my silly way or my quirky way of choosing. So we're going to use this one first, but I'm not going to use it as it was designed for. It's me. Of course I wouldn't. I probably will one day. But I'm sort of going to use it as it was designed, because this one was designed to make a 6x6 heart fold card. But I'm going to make a 6x6, well, almost 6x6. But I'm not going to make a heart fold card. So I'm not going to use all of the dies this time either. I'm just going to use this die here. And I'm going to use this larger heart die. Now, this one was in the set, but it's not on the front. So I'm not sure whether that did come in the set or whether it came from another set that somehow escaped and found its way into that one. But it fits quite nicely. I could have used that one and put it on top. I hadn't thought about it, so I haven't. But it may have come from another set and escaped. But whether it has or not, it looks great because we've got these little hearts here. I shan't be using those today either. Had I thought about it, I might have done. But again, another time. So I'm going to close that up and pop it to one side. We're going to make a 6x6 and we're going to make, unusually for me, we're going to make a top folding card. Now I usually do my cards like that, but there's a reason I want my card to be a top folding card, which will become obvious as the video progresses. So I've taken some of my pattern paper from my stash and I've just glued it to a piece of white card. This was a 12x12, which I scored down to, or cut down to, a 6x12 and scored it at 6. So it's ever so easy. Or of course you can buy the pre-cut ones if you want to, or the pre-made ones, but I usually like to do my own. So there we go, there is our start, and I have cut the die, the main die, out of black cardstock like that. Well, let's just pop it down there so that you can see it. And on the back, I have got some strips of foam tape. I haven't put them all the way to the top because this part here was intended to be a score line, a fold line, but we're not going to use it for a fold line today. So it will slightly pop over the top. So it will be slightly higher than 6x6, but it doesn't really matter. We can always make an envelope to adapt to it. And it will be a little bit wider than the card. But again, that doesn't matter, because I think I actually cut my card fractionally under 6x6. I think it was something like 5 3/4. So never mind, as long as it fits and as long as it stays. So there we go. There, we've already started. Now, if you were with me when I did my introduction to what I brought, you will have heard me say I'm going to turn this into a piano card. And indeed I am. So I have got my piano piece here. Now, this was from a free image stock which I just downloaded, but it was too long. So what I've done, the little bits that I cut off, I've kept, and I'm not going to use them on this card. I might put one on the inside just to follow through with the theme, but I'm going to keep them because you never know when they come in useful. And I've got some foam tape on the back, but I've put it towards the front to make it look like the keys are raised. Now, this is too big, really. It's too wide. I could have put it through my desktop publisher and narrowed it down a bit, but I'm not going to bother doing that. All I'm going to do is line it up. Will be a little bit of a black border, but that's okay, because on a real piano there's a bit of where you can see the casing. So there we go. There is our piano, and we're nearly done. This is a really quick one, and I've almost done. I've just got 2 more things to do with this card, and we are done. If I'd have thought about it, I might have used those 3 little hearts and perhaps put them down there or something, but I didn't, so I won't. So I've cut the heart shape out from the same paper pad as this one here, so that it all coordinates. Now I'm going to use, I was going to get my glue out, but I couldn't find the glue. I've had a bit of a clear up. Graham's still in hospital and I'm taking advantage of the extra space so that I can make things a bit more accessible. The trouble is, they're so accessible, I can't find half of it. So the only thing I could actually find in a hurry was my runner tape, so that's what I'm going to use. But glue would be fine for that. So I haven't seen him for about 3 days because of this virus I've had, this throat infection I've had, which is, I'm glad to say, is practically gone. So it's safe to go and see him today, which I'll be happy to do later on. And so that's that. And the only thing I've done, I wanted a sentiment, but I haven't got a sentiment anywhere in my stash that reflects what I wanted to say. I wanted to use the quote, as I'm using a piano, I wanted to use the quote, "If music be the food of love, play on." So we could still use it for a love-inspired card, for example, Valentine's, anniversary, whatever. So what I've done, I've just typed it in a burgundy to match, backed it onto a piece of black cardstock, and I've got 2 layers of foam pads because I wanted to raise it slightly above the piano keyboard. And I'm going to just lay that down, which by sheer coincidence, the length of the font at this size matches the length, which is about 6 by half, something like that. I didn't measure it, but there we go. So the big one, I think, was about 6 by 3 1/4, and the other one was 5 3/4 by 1/4 of an inch, something like that. I didn't really measure it, I just guessed it. But there you go, you can do the same, you don't have to measure it. If you want to, you can. And there we go, guys. There is our piano card, which was inspired, whoops, if I can get hold of it, by this outline die here. Because to me, when I saw it, even on the website, before I brought it, that screamed to me piano. So there we go, guys. There is our piano card made from our Heartfold die card, which was what it was intended for. But I've turned it into a piano card. So I hope, if you haven't got this, I think it's still available on the Craft Stash website. I will add a link to Craft Stash down below. And I think this die set is still available because it was in the sale and I'm pretty sure it's still available. It was there when I looked earlier on today, so I imagine it's still there. So if you've been inspired to do something like this or even use it as it was inspired, I'll add a link to the Craft Stash website down below, and then there's that and plus thousands of other products. You can get your glues, all your adhesives, everything's brilliant. Everything under one roof, so to speak, or on one website. Absolutely fantastic. So there you go. And that wasn't a plug, by the way. It's just that I'm a big fan of Craft Stash, and their service is second to none. Everything is delivered in a really good time, and I'm not very patient, so I'm not very good at waiting. So that's another reason I chose to shop with them. So there you go. There is my piano card made from the Heartfold die set. But I haven't used it for a heart. I've used it as a piano. What else? So I will be back hopefully tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what's happening with Graham yet. As I say, I haven't seen him for a few days because I've been poorly. But I'm feeling better now. So, and I've been told by Friday, which is today at the time of recording, it'll be safe for me to go and see him so that I can either give nor contract anything else. So I can't pick anything else up and I can't give anything to him or anyone else. So that's good. So I'm hoping to be back. If it's not tomorrow, actually, do you know what? Realistically, it might be Sunday because I've got a free day Sunday. I can't get up to the hospital on Sundays because there are no buses. And if it's raining, there's no way I'm walking because I get soaked. So probably, it might be tomorrow, but realistically it might be Sunday. So please do stay subscribed, especially if you want to follow this series. And click the notification bell and make sure all that is done. And then you will be notified when I upload my next video and you'll see which set I choose to use next. So we'll see what happens. So, and thank you for those who have subscribed. I do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. That would be great. Do add any comments below if you'd like to, that would be fantastic. I read every single one of them, and I will respond to everyone. So I'll see you in my next video. Hopefully tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, it'll be Sunday. And until then, have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing. Take care, have fun, and as always, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.